is it real? See, I don't want to question this. Real, is it real? I think that's a definite. I thank God every day, cause yeah, she really heaven sent. See, God don't make mistakes. My baby's really evidence. Kisses on the cheek that I can't get enough of. You keep the smile on my face from sun up to sun up. I take you out on dates and I can buy you roses. See, I know this ain't perfection, but it's really the closest. The fussing and the fighting isn't necessary. The Valentine's for us is not only in February. Anything you want, man, you can get it out of me. See, I just ask for loyalty, man. Show me that you down for me.
He's a producer.
Hey. Look, they say good days are coming soon. I'm just tired of waiting. And tears falling in my prayers. I've been crying for patience. I'm scarred. I gotta live the rest of my life with abrasions. You can't convince me that time isn't wasting. I feel like Hamilton the way I've been writing these pages. So you can call me, but you best be on time with the payments. So you can turn this off if you don't like what I'm saying. Or if these lines are too basic. Just know my life getting crazy. Times is getting harder, that could really spark an artist. And I ain't giving up for nothing, I just try my hardest. I say a prayer for the ones departed. A cold world, I just want to show how pure my heart is. But I see the comments, stories going around about the kid, but I'm so timeless. Bad energy can't get to me. I'm the reason why we like this, allegedly. But once I see the best from you, that's when you get the best from me. I'm here for your elevation. Success ain't a destination. Ain't looking for reparations. Ain't looking for no type of savings. Back up the rest of my savings. Can't get no rest in the basement. Can't even lie to you, baby. Time that we spent was amazing. And I ain't trying to replace you for you. My mind is still racing. I lost a step, but I'm coming back. I used to.
Yo.
What's happening, Phil?
Hey, we are here. We are live. Back once again. Baller Central NFL Pod. Your boys, Phil and John. If you're new here, welcome. We're live on YouTube and Twitch. If you're watching and want to see us on Facebook, we just need 18 more, and we're back on Facebook. Who knew it was this hard to get Facebook followers? God damn. Mostly older people, but
Mark Zuckerberg, you know what I mean?
Hey, he Instagram, Facebook, etc. But like I said, if you're new here, welcome. Baller Central. We're live on YouTube and Twitch. Also, if you're listening via audio, thank you for tuning in. We're live on all audio platforms as well. We have a lot to talk about today. Week 2 of the NFL, our fantasy football, and a quick preview of Week 3. But before we get into all of that, John, how are we doing today?
We're good. We're chilling, Phil. We're chilling. It's a good week. It's a good week to be here. I'm excited about it. I'm excited. This is a big week. Big matchup week. Big excitement week. Yeah. I see you're celebrating Matthew Judon. He did a great job last night wearing his red sleeves. Get a sack, you know what I mean, for the Atlanta Falcons beat the Eagles. But that's as much celebrating as we're going to do that this week for him. I don't mean to be like that. Phil, but it is what it is.
For me, always great to talk ball with my boy John. Always great to go live, talk sports, etc. Even when we're off air, we talk all the time. We just argue back and forth. So
Yeah. It's bro. Yo, Phil. Let me tell you something. I know the Rams are injured. They got to play the rest of their games, dog. They got to. They just got to. Phil was going in on me on the Rams yesterday.
We'll talk.
We'll get on it. Don't worry. There's a lot of injuries. We'll get to it, but let's go.
But first, let's go through our fantasy football weekly recap.
Okay.
So I know I won. So I went 4-0 on my fantasy league, so I'm happy.
Congratulations.
So your week 2 matchups, I beat Shane 146.85 to 106. So I won by like about 40. Okay. Yeah, Shane has Pacheco. That's injured. Evan Ingram injured.
Yep.
And I only have Nick Chubb, who's been injured. So yeah. James Cook, if you're watching, thank you.
Oh my God, 3 touchdowns. They ain't doing that this week.
Probably.
Who they playing this week? They're playing.
I think they're playing the Bengals or not the Bengals, the Commanders or the Jaguars.
I think it's the Jags. Off the top of my head.
He might actually then. Oh yeah, Jaguars. Yeah, Monday night.
You think he goes off again? I don't know.
Maybe not 3, but hey, it is what it is. Next up, RJ. Oh, John, your matchup.
My matchup. What's got it? RJ versus me. It was a close matchup. It was a good matchup. But it came down to the wire, and Nicole Collins, he came in clutch again with 32 points. Probably my MVP of the week, and overall sealed the deal. Yeah.
Nice. Next up, Zach had a rough week. Zach versus Ronald, 120 to 77. Zach didn't even break 100 this week.
7.
Next. Yeah, because McLaughlin, 0.6 points. Yikes. Stephon Diggs did terrible. Jacoby Myers, terrible. Colby Parkinson, terrible.
It'd be like that, though, Phil. When the dam breaks, it floods. Let me tell you, it floods.
Why is DK Metcalf on his bench and he started Jacoby Myers?
I think DK was on his bench because originally, at least on the Fantasy Wire chat line, they said Gonzalez was locking DK up.
Technically, he did because he only guarded him for a couple possessions. So
I know, but what I'm saying is technically, whatever. DK, as you can see, went off in fantasy. All right, absolutely. As you can see, the people of the predictions did not do well. You know what I mean? I don't know if you sat him. Sorry about it, Zach. We're not trying to come for you. We're just I'm just trying to let everybody know that's what people warned other people about, and that was a bad I don't know fantasy overall prediction.
Yep.
I saw it on TikTok.
True. Next up, Josh versus Clifton. 152. I think Josh was the high man this week. No, it was Elijah actually.
Should we be worried about Josh? About Josh?
He's what? Well, he's 1-1, so not too worried. But he beat Clifton 152 to 133. Kyler Murray went off. Good lord, and Marvin Harrison Jr.
Harrison Jr. went off for him too.
I mean, they did face a injury-riddled Rams team, so
I don't care though because until week 3, I don't even know if I count Josh as playing. Because he auto drafted up until 7. That's what I'm trying to say. I love the Marvin Harrison move, but how lucky could you get there? I mean, I wonder if Jonnu Smith, did that happen before the 7th round, or do you think that was after?
No, probably after.
Okay, well, I'm just saying that was a great pick, 28 points. I'm just trying to give him his compliments where he's got 150, so you know what I mean?
Yep.
Close, high score.
Next up, CJ versus sorry, not CJ. Javi versus Kevin. Kevin won 118 to 106. So yeah, but Kevin might have not might, but Kevin will lose Cooper Kupp for at least 4 games, and that's the minimum. So who knows how long he's gonna be out for? Which tough blow. Anthony Richardson,
living on a prayer with Anthony Richardson. I don't mean to be like that, but
3 interceptions. Wow,
dude, and he's got Jared Goff on his bench for 16 points. It was a tough week for him.
Yeah, but he won. So
I get it. He won. Congrats. It was a tough week, but you got through it. Kyron Williams, hey. I had him last year. I wouldn't mind trading for him. I'm just saying.
Hey,
Just saying.
And the last one, Elijah versus Akeem. This was the dogfight. 153 to 136. Very high scoring teams. Yeah. Alvin Kamara, 4 total touchdowns. Good lord.
Gotta give it to our co-host, Elijah.
Well, and Kaimi Fairbairn, the Houston Texans kicker, 20 points.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That's an amazing pick. That's an amazing draft. You know what I mean? Because you pick him at the end of your draft. So it's just
yeah. But
he had Mooney for 17 on his bench too, and Charbonnet for 7. We need to talk Elijah. You got a lot of prospects here.
But bad news for Elijah. Deebo Samuel will also be out for a couple of weeks because of the injury bug. So
maybe it's all right. He has Charbonnet and Mooney. So he's got someone to kind of replace. Not really Deebo Samuel type, but yeah, just saying.
Gotcha. So that's our fantasy football recap. Who do you play this week, John?
I play you, Phil. That's what it's.
We do.
Yeah,
it's a double matchup.
Patriots. Yes.
I didn't even know that.
I thought you made this matchup. I was just like, man, Phil really gonna host his podcast tonight and not even feel like he made this matchup. I guess Elijah did. Okay.
Elijah made the schedule, not me.
Because I mean, for everyone tuning in fantasy football league wise, we've been doing it for a couple years, so we all kind of got a vibe of who we like or who we might argue with games. And me and Phil always talk about this matchup. We always talk about New England versus the Jets, and we like to think it's a rivalry. I don't know if Phil really considered it a rivalry, but I mean it's rivalry week this week. I'm telling you, it's I don't know. It is what it is. But
wow, so me versus John in fantasy and Patriots versus Jets. Nice.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I mean, just a quick preview. How you feeling going into this matchup? I'm 1-1, I believe, and you're hey,
I'm
we're in the same
2-0.
division. You're 2-0, yeah.
I think 2-0 is a little premature. I think I need to. This is one of my toughest matchups of the season. I'll tell you that right now. It's coming in week 3. I was a little surprised. That's why I thought you made the matchup. I was like,
I didn't.
Damn, he giving me some hard matchups off gate. I mean, I have Zach next, so hopefully it's a little bit of a break. But
he's 0-2.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I'm like, that's what I'm hoping. I'm not hoping for him to go 0-3, but hopefully he loses to me. I don't know, but I mean, yeah, Phil, it's this matchup with me and you. I don't know. I'm excited, but you did score a lot of points last week, so hopefully it doesn't all happen that way for you. But I don't know. What do you think? How do you deck the halls? That's a pretty sick name. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. All right. So are you excited?
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a good matchup.
Okay.
There's a lot of favorable matchups on both of our sides. Lamar Jackson always torches NFC opponents, so that's always good. Justin Jefferson versus Houston, Nico Collins versus Minnesota. Honestly, it's going to depend on which quarterback does better between Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen for us.
Why do they feel like the Chargers have a really good secondary when they have an okay second? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you trust all these ESPN predictions? Because sometimes I do, and sometimes I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's always what ifs, not actual things. So
okay. I'm just wondering if you feel it. Okay, got you.
Okay. So, with that being said, let's get into the recaps. First, for week 2, Thursday Night Football, very scary game for everyone involved. The Buffalo Bills dominate the Miami Dolphins 31-10. James Cook, like we mentioned earlier, 3 touchdowns, but probably the scariest moment of the game, Tua goes down with a concussion yet again into Damar Hamlin, running head first. And the question is, should Tua call it quits? Is it over?
He's got to make that decision for himself.
He is currently is. Yeah, he said he has no plans to retire. By the way, that's
I heard that too, and I'm not trying to tell Tua what to do. You know what I mean? But realistically, one of my favorite Jets of all time is Wayne Corbett, and Wayne Corbett has this thing with concussions to the point where some people have met Wayne Corbett, and as much as I love Wayne Corbett, you know, those head injuries, they take a toll on you and they go into your later years. So sometimes he had some issues with that. You know what I mean? I think he's getting the help he needs. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, like, I don't want to see Tua go through that when he has 2 kids.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
This is his 3rd concussion in 2 years.
Oof. So, and we don't even know what happened in Alabama or in Hawaii. You know what I me? Like, I had a concussion in high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had a concussion in college as well. So yeah, very scary. This just means that we should be pushing the Guardian caps. The stuff you saw.
I'm with stuff like that. Caps.
Jabril Peppers wears it currently for the Patriots and during regular season games. I think it doesn't matter. Also, don't let this be an ego thing. I think JJ Watt said he was against it. I don't care how tough you think you are or how tough you are. Sure. If something reduces the risk of you getting hurt even more, I think players should be more inclined to do it. So,
especially if you play in the offense or defensive line, because I want to see those guys play for a year. Like, some of the best offensive defensive linemen, you know, they're so good because they've been dominant for over like 12 years. You know what I mean? Like, that's insane, especially for how big they are and how much head contact that really is. It's insane. But I'm for I'm for also referees interfering if they see something happening. Like, did you hear about the Green Bay game on how the center threw up on the ball?
Oh yeah,
on 3rd down, and then they asked the coach, "Hey, like, do the rest were like, hey, do you want us to stop him next time?" And he was just like, yeah." Like, he threw up on the. You know how disgusting that is. Like,
leaving it all on the field is crazy.
Like, I get it, but like, no, like, I don't mean to be like that.
Okay, and so with Miami now having Tua out for a while, they turned to Skylar Tompkins. So,
can I ask you this? Tell me they're going for somebody else. Tell me they're trading. Tell me somebody is on the move.
As of right now, Skylar Thompson is their starting QB, but they signed Tyler Huntley, former Baltimore Ravens quarterback, to the practice squad. So I'm guessing if Skylar is not holding up, which I don't expect him to at all.
Okay.
I think they promote Huntley and give him the starting job.
Sure.
I think that's going to happen personally. So
maybe this is a crazy discussion, and we'll get to Carolina when we get to Carolina. But I think they should go trade for Bryce Young. Why not? He's a damage case. He's a 3rd round pick at max. A 3rd round pick, you could get Bryce Young right now. I'm not saying he could do it all for you, but it's a better offensive line. He has weapons that he's worked with. You know what I mean? Like there's the Alabama connection. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's a dumb decision, and it's not like he played well. You know what I mean? In those Carolina games, enough for me to go really trade for him. But if you could trade a 3rd, 4th round pick for a guy that is a bust now, that you get like Zach Wilson, you couldn't even get rid of him. You know what I mean? You had to trade a 7th round pick for a 7th round pick to get rid of Zach Wilson. So it's just like I'm just saying, like, I know he's worth so many picks, you know what I mean? But, like, I think Miami's got to make a move here because they have a lot of talent and they had no quarterback. And, I mean, I get it. You want Tua to come back. I get it. He has no plans of retiring. I get it, all that. But, like, realistically, they need a plan for right now. Like, they need he's actually in San Francisco right now, but who is that quarterback who got traded to Arizona last year, or Arizona traded
Josh Dobbs,
him?
I think.
Josh Dobbs, yeah, he traded him to Cleveland or whatever. And Josh Dobbs was like a career backup. I think he's in Arizona right now. But like, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they trade for someone like Josh Dobbs or someone like that. I don't know.
Yeah, but hey, we'll see how that turns out. Next up, Saints at Dallas. Yeah, this was an ass whooping,
bro. Phil.
Yeah, well, ass whooping.
Before we start, can I just say something? I'm sorry to the New Orleans Saints. I'm sorry, Lawrence. I'm sorry to underestimate your team for 2 straight weeks. You put up 90 points up on the year. You know what I mean? This offense has changed, Phil, and I'm going to let you say what you need to say, but I'm sorry to the Saints fans, and I will take them more in consideration.
Yeah, I mean, I picked Dallas as well, so apologies as well. Yeah, Alvin Kamara, he saw what James Cook did on Thursday, said, hey, let me match that, but add one more. 4 total touchdowns against the Saints. Derek Carr was on fire. The Saints offense looks amazing right now.
How old is Alvin Kamara? How old do you think Alvin Kamara is?
Like low 30s, probably.
Let me go. Alvin Kamara's age. He's 29. I don't think he's falling off. I don't think he's falling off, Phil. I'm just saying. I don't think he's falling off.
Yeah, because I think the running back, falling off age is usually like 30, 31. So he still has a good amount of years left. Maybe. Like
they. I'm just saying the Giants moved it at 27. They said Saquon was going to fall off after 27. That's all I'm saying. That's what people have been saying. I don't know. I'm just saying 29. Alvin Kamara looking pretty damn good.
Yep. Shout out to the Saints. Next up, the first upset. Well, no, it's the second upset of the day for Sunday. The Raiders beat the Ravens 26-23. And Justin Tucker has been 1 for 7 from 50 yards in the last 2-3 seasons. Are those days of we can just get to a certain amount of yardage and Justin Tucker will get it? Are those days over for Baltimore? It might be personally because
you think so. You think what? All right, Phil. I don't mean to be like this, but I'm gonna come for you right now on this podcast because you on this podcast once said that Justin Tucker was better than Adam Vinatieri as best kicker of all time. So I really want you to address that statement right now. You really think he's washed up? Or do you think it's
from 50 yards and out? I think he probably is washed, but from like 40, 30, 20, I think he's still one of the best kickers in the league.
Okay.
Because 1 for 7 in his last 7 attempts from 50 from 2-3 years, like straight, that's not good.
To be fair, I haven't researched it. I haven't seen if the holder is the same. Is the holder the same? Do you know?
Most likely, yeah.
But I'm just saying, do you know there's a huge difference with that? Like Adam Vinatieri almost beat Pat McAfee's butt because he said he could hold when he had no idea. Bro, I think that's part of it. I think that's half of these kicks. All right. Do I think he's washed? I don't know. I don't think so yet. I think the Ravens, they're just having a really bumpy start to this year. What I said the Steelers, right? Steelers 2-0 right now. I'm just saying.
We'll get into that a little later.
Let's get it. Sorry about it.
Okay. So yeah, Ravens start 0-2, a little bit of worry there. Next up, speaking of kickers, John,
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
How was y'all's kicker?
All right. So Gano got hurt, as you know, and Phil, I don't know if you know this, but we actually have a Scottish punter, so he's never kicked field goals. Isn't that crazy? So the New York Giants became the first team ever to score 3 touchdowns and lose to a team that didn't score a touchdown. Like they almost broke the kicking record. They literally 8 is the record. They had 7. So hats off to the Washington Commanders. And I don't know.
Also, Fusion, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. W, keep it up. Thank you. Keep up whatever you're doing as well. Appreciate it.
Also, I don't mean to be like that, but it's Joe Shane's fault, not Brian Dibbles. I just want to put that out there. I just want, because realistically, you should know that your punter doesn't care. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah. It was. I mean, nice to see Jaden Daniels get first career W. But also, did you know that out of the rookie quarterback so far, they have thrown the same amount of touchdown passes as Drake May?
Interesting. I get that. They're starting slow.
Zero. No. And there's three starting QBs.
To be fair, your boy's not starting. So yeah, there's only three. So who is it? It's
Caleb, Jaden, and Bo. How is no one throwing a passing touchdown yet out of those three?
Denver has bad wide receivers. Yes. Scary Terry really hasn't showed up at all in Washington. So Washington has no wide receivers either. And who's the other one? Who's the last one?
Caleb.
It's Caleb. Yeah, Caleb Williams. I have no. I don't know what to say for Caleb Williams. That dude is a puzzle, and a lot of people were talking smack about it. I saw Damian Lillard's tweet. I thought it was hilarious. I didn't even know he was a Chicago fan like that. But
me neither.
Okay, cool, good. I mean, good tweet.
Yeah. So next up, let's talk about our season bet. The Chargers and the Panthers.
Phil.
Hear me out, John. I have good news and I have bad news for this bet.
Okay, gotcha.
What do you want to hear first?
Oh, the bad news. Bad news.
Bad news. The Chargers won 26-3.
Yeah.
But here's the good news.
Okay.
They're winning the games they should be winning, not the game that we and also Justin Herbert is injured and could be missing some time possibly. So that's even better for us.
That is good for us. Is he really injured, or are you just making that up to make me smile because they're 2-0?
He's injured, but
under 8.5. That's
also we expected them to beat the Panthers. We did. The Raiders first week was a toss up.
Yeah.
So honestly, let's not get worried too much. And Justin Herbert, they're still evaluating to see how bad our injury is. But if he's out, that increases our chances even better. So
I get that. I'm just saying, in Harbaugh we trust, I guess. 2-0. Are we serious?
Yeah. I hope you beat the Panthers.
I hope so too. But like J.K. Dobbins, don't you have J.K. Dobbins on your team?
Yes.
Yeah. So I hope he has a horrible week next week. I hope
he gets all the stats, but they can't finish the job. That's what you're supposed to say, John.
No, I know. Well,
because it's you. Never mind.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry about that.
Also, after the game, the coach for the Panthers reassured that Bryce Young will be their starting QB. But then the day after, he's benched for Andy Dalton.
Yeah, I thought that was the weakest decision ever. I don't mean to be like that. What do you think?
I mean, this just shows Carolina can't develop quarterbacks. Someone said Bryce Young will be a starter in a few years, and he'll lead someone to the playoffs.
He will,
and I can see that happening. Yeah. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, both are playing better ever since leaving Carolina.
Yeah,
they just can't develop quarterback.
And it's not just Carolina. I mean, you can see it with the Jets too. I'm not going to be whatever with this. You know what I mean? It's when you don't put the pieces around the guy that you're trying to win with, he's not going to have the success he's going to have, and that's just plain and simple. Not everyone is great like Patrick Mahomes. You know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah.
Or can make up something with their feet like Lamar Jackson. You know what I mean? There are game managers that, just need people to game manage with. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I think Kenny from IBT said both can be true. The Panthers have not done much to help Bryce Young, but also Bryce Young hasn't showed you that he has the ability to prove to be that guy in that system.
That's a good point. By Kenny, no doubt.
Yeah. So good luck, Andy Dalton.
I guess.
Next up, Indy at Green Bay. Jordan Love out for a little bit. Malik Willis steps in, and the Green Bay defense forced not one, not two, but 3 picks on Anthony Richardson. Wow, that's crazy. I thought the Colts were going to win just because Malik Willis, but it wasn't the prettiest game because obviously 16-10 and 3 picks, but hey, it got the job done.
Green Bay did what they needed to do to win the game, and it's just. And I don't mean to bring this back to Andy Dalton, but I think since we underestimated Malik Willis and I underestimated Joe Flacco, I'm not going to underestimate Andy Dalton. If he can, anything is probably better than what we've seen. You know what I mean?
If that line holds up and protects him.
Yeah, if it happens.
If he's running for his life.
It's going to be hard. You know what I mean? But, I mean, we saw, especially in the Green Bay game, how Malik Willis kind of put it together. You know what I mean? The wide receivers, they took care of him, and it's not like it was that bad of a game. 10-16.
Yeah.
But
all that matters is the W in the column.
Facts.
Next up.
Let's get to Minnesota, San Francisco.
Yeah, so fun fact. San Fran has not won in Minnesota in 32 years. That would have been nice to know.
Jesus. What would have been nice to know.
Before we made our predictions.
Yeah, thanks, Pat McAfee.
But not only does San Fran lose, but star wide receiver Deebo Samuel will also be missing a couple of weeks as well. So Deebo's out. CMC's out. and Ricky Pearsall is out. Yeah. Brock Purdy, it's your time to show if you're worth the money or not. This is your opportunity. You have Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle. Can you lead this offense?
Pearsall will be back in like 2 weeks, though, realistically.
Yeah, but you are missing 2 of your star players on offense as well. So
true.
Brock Purdy, we'll see what you got.
Ayuk, really time to step up. I mean, Kittle,
Absolutely.
I think he was injured, but I think he'll be back. I don't know what's going on with him. This was a mystery game to me, and the mystery really gets scarier when I think about Justin Jefferson because I'm on my fantasy team, and he went out with this weird quad injury, and hopefully nothing happens, but I don't know if it's a theme of the show or not, but we're living with injuries. You know what I mean? Living with injuries.
Injury Central.
Injury Central. Yeah, maybe that's what it needs to be called, Injury Central, just because it's crazy. Especially San Fran. Like you hope they can like regroup and get it together because in a few weeks they might be fully tooled. They might be even scarier by the end of the season. It's a long 17-game season. So I mean, congrats to Minnesota on that win. Let's go to Cleveland, Jacksonville.
Yeah, so Cleveland wins. They get the first win of the season. And like I said, Trevor Lawrence has not won since Thanksgiving. 0-7 since then. Ooh, is it time we have some conversations about Trevor Lawrence?
I like Trevor Lawrence, but I don't know. Christian Kirk hasn't also been playing well either. So I mean, there are other weapons that have not been showing up. I'm not saying it's
Evan Ingram's injured as well. So
I'm sure there's a lot of things you could say here with Jacksonville. I want Jacksonville to be better. I don't think it's time to pull the plug on Trevor Lawrence yet, but it might be halfway through the season. We'll keep an eye on it.
Honestly, I don't think we should pull the plug on Trevor Lawrence, but we should definitely start having some conversations.
Like what? Like he's mid?
Yes.
Yeah, he's mid, sure. I get he was the number 1 overall pick, but Jacksonville was horrible. You know what I mean? Jacksonville was Carolina, realistically. I don't mean to be like that, but it was worse than Carolina. They sucked for years. So, I mean, if he can be mid, let him be mid. Because let me just tell you something. The Cleveland Browns wish they could have Baker Mayfield back. What he's doing in Tampa Bay. Are you, remember when he was just mid and everyone was like, oh, maybe we have a Baker problem. Maybe you just overestimated and you paid a guy $230 million who, yes, they won this week. So congratulations to the Cleveland Browns. But your organization is still a joke. No offense to me. I don't mean to be like that. The only thing that's going to come out is Myles Garrett. I love Myles Garrett. I don't mean to say your organization is a joke, but it's sad.
Gotcha. So next up, Seattle versus New England. This was a really close fought game. DK Metcalf went off though. And the Patriots got it to overtime, had first possession of overtime, couldn't convert. And so Seattle went down the field and got the OT win.
Phil, did you pick Cincy? What I know it was this game and either Cincy or Atlanta and Philly. Who did we bet against? Because we only disagreed on 2 games.
It was Seattle and New England. And I think was it Detroit and Tampa Bay maybe? No, we picked Detroit.
Yeah, we were.
It might have been Cincy or Casey.
Okay,
possibly.
Okay, that might have been the other game. Yeah.
Either that or Atlanta and Philly.
But Phil, this was too close of a game to pick against you, dog. I'm sitting here like, man, you really gonna pick New England? Phil, you said they were gonna bail, and then it went to overtime. I was like,
close, yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ, if Phil gets this win right here, I was sweating it low key. I was.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, good showing for the defense, and it's a good showing for New England. It shows they're competing. So
you think New England's gonna beat the Jets after this overtime loss? Do you see that in your future? I'm just wondering.
We will talk about it when we preview the game.
That's right. We'll get to there, but I'm gonna pro compile you next game. Let's get it.
So Jets and Tennessee Titans. How'd that go for you?
Went pretty good. 24-17. A lot of head shakers.
From Will Levis.
I mean, that dude dominated the game and at the same time ruined it. I mean, it was. I really like Will Levis. I don't mean to be like that, but
that fumble was crazy. He just.
I think the crazy thing about it is low key the coach having that reaction, just because any other coach in the NFL would have gotten fried for that. You know what I mean? And then everyone on Monday is like, yeah, I would have said the same thing. I would have said the same thing to him. And I don't know. I just, to be fair, Will Levis played a lot better than it seemed like he played because the Jets defense, I'm really worried about it right now, Phil. I'm really worried about this defense. They can't stop a nosebleed. It's Jermaine Johnson's out for the year. You know what I mean? We got injuries. You know what I mean? Where the hell is Deshaun Reddick? You know what I mean? We got problems to solutions and nothing going down. So, I mean, the Jets won, but realistically, it was because of the offense, and Rodgers looks pretty decent. But I don't know. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Unless you want to say. Did you watch that game?
I saw the highlights.
Okay.
I saw the Will Levis turnover.
Okay, all right. Bro, that was like crazy in the moment because I was like, wow, that really kind of in a sense changed this trajectory because they were running the field. Like when I tell you the Jets defense can't stop a nosebleed, I'm generally.
Oh yeah, Calvin Ridley had a day. Good lord,
bro. And even who's their running back too? I don't even know.
Pollard?
Yeah, or Spears or yeah.
Todd,
they had a day too. Like I don't know. It's just I'm a little worried. I'm a little concerned. We're on a little concern watch right here. Gotcha. Elijah said fraud watch for the Eagles. I'm just we concerned about these Jets. All right, Tampa Bay, Detroit. You want to get to?
Yeah. So Tampa Bay with the upset, and a lot of people are talking. Is Baker Mayfield currently a top 10 quarterback in the league? He's been balling.
We need Elijah for this. We need Elijah for this, Loki. We
do.
We need. This is an Elijah opinion. Let me just. Is he right now?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised just because it has been shitty quarterback play to start off the first 2 weeks of the season. I'm not going to lie to you because they were looking at passing touchdowns over the years, and every year it kept declining, and it was at like 66 before Monday Night Football. So honestly, you could probably make the case. I don't know who and where we put Baker Mayfield, but you could probably put a good case that he could be top 10.
I think he's top 15. I think he's top 15. Yeah, maybe at 12. I don't know. He's just outside the top 10 for me personally. But
yeah, I mean, you have great weapons.
Yeah, he is. He's doing what he needs to do. You good one on your team, Phil. I'm once again stressing about this matchup because Baker Mayfield apparently, bro. And I wanted Goodwin too, and you stole him in the draft, low key. I was eyeing him, and then Phil drafted him. But good. Yeah, glad. Next time.
So up next. Absolute ass whooping. Arizona 41-10. People were complaining about Marvin Harrison Jr. not showing up. Well, he showed up this game. Four receptions, 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And he got 4 catches in the first quarter or second quarter, and we didn't see him since. He got his yards and touchdowns. Says I am out, and that was enough to put the Cardinals to give them the win. And hey. The Rams, they have a laundry list of injuries, including Cooper Kupp, including Puka Nacua, including their whole O-line. So,
Phil, how did we not see this going into the year? How do we not just call this off rip? Just because, like, I think we were all like in a way like so fantasy excited for the season. You know what I mean? Just like with like Matthew Stafford being back and this Rams team maybe having flashes and stuff, but they're so injury ridden. I'm gonna let you talk about it because this is your little stick that I know you got on this, so I'm gonna let you go a little bit more. But so how do we not see this? I don't know, maybe like that.
I mean, we saw this 2 years ago. We should have saw it coming again.
Last year was so good.
Yeah, but the year before that was scary. Cooper Kupp is set to miss a good amount of time. This is a significant amount, which may be even more than 4 games, and Puka Nacua as well. So
my thing is, I got Puka, so hopefully only 4 games there.
He's not going to play next week? Oh, damn.
I mean, I'm not trying to rush him back. Phil, you know how close I was to name my team a Puka Matata or whatever? Like Akuna Matata? Like a Puka Matata? I was very close to
Puka Matata, yeah.
But then, like, he got injured off rip. It would have been a bad omen to my season.
So
I'm just saying.
Here's my thing. With the Rams, just like two years ago, if the Rams are not close to the other playoff teams and at least maybe like a 1 or 2 games behind, shut that shit down. If you have one of the worst records in the league and have no hopes of playoffs, shut that shit down. There's no use of fighting a losing season with a Triple Crown winner like Cooper Kupp, a future star in Puka Nacua, just for you guys to not be able to fight for playoffs. If it's the last season, they should sit.
Phil, you can't shut them down. You can't shut them down. I'm just saying. You
they
can't
did before.
When they do before?
Aaron Donald, Matthew Stafford.
No, that was like the last 2 games. You're talking about like this is the second game of the season. We got 17 games in this year.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. If they have a not so great record and they,
so you're saying by week 10, shut it all down.
If they have no chance of making playoffs, absolutely.
Phil, how are we gonna do that? I get it.
I mean, Cooper Kupp's current injury is the same injury that happened to him 2 years ago. Do you want worse to happen to him?
No, I'm not trying to say worse. And I'm about with the injuries. I'm for these players getting back to where they want to be. I'm not trying to get them more injured than they are supposed to be because That was one of my fears with Puka going into this year, because like there was little talk in camp, and then camp always kind of leads to a midseason injury to a point, and then it's how can they develop and take it from there. So it's just
right.
I don't know.
And all these guys that are going to be on IR or possibly are going to miss 4, 5, 6 games altogether, O-line and offense.
Sure.
Who, if I don't feel confident in the Rams at all.
People got to step up. I mean,
aren't they 0-2 already?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see.
If they start the season off 0-5, 0-6, 0-7, they're out.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's definitely a talk of some people. I don't think
especially
Puka Nacua would sit out though.
It's a tough NFC.
Do you really think Puka they would sit Puka?
Yes.
He's so young. What are you talking about? He needs to earn. I don't mean to be like that, but like I don't. Maybe that is the thing people would do. I've never seen.
If it's serious, then sure. But if it's like a light injury, then yeah, why not?
No. I'm not. Well, you're saying why not sit him out, or why not?
No, I'm saying like if it's something that he can play through and
that's what I'm saying.
Too much.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? Yeah.
No, I'm saying if it's MCL, something where it's like close, like let's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
if he can get injured like in the next play, then no play.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. If it's a Kevin Durant thing, absolutely not. You definitely sit him. But like realistically, like these players in a sense do heal. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I don't mean to bring this to basketball, because this conversation, I think football is way more physical, and you have to, atone for injuries here in the NFL. It's way different than basketball. But what I'm trying to say is, you want to take the person who sits the most in the NBA, Kyrie, like Leonard. You want to take Leonard and talk about his time with the Spurs and how they like over-exaggerated his injury and how they said he was fine, how they said he could play, and they ruined that relationship with him. He was a good, decent young player, and Tony Parker ruined that relationship in San Antonio. All right, I don't mean to be like that, but like literally, Tony Parker. Oh my God, I don't mean to be like that, but like I like the San Antonio Spurs. They're a very young, very like family-oriented, very like small, like development, like NBA team who's won 5 championships. You know what I mean, with Tim Duncan, but like. Tony Parker just want to run his mouth and then run Kawhi Leonard out of the thing. And then who wins the championship right after they trade? Is it Toronto? Yes, it is. Like, it's just, I don't know. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, it's just like I totally agree with you on the health and safety thing. Like, for example, Tua shouldn't be back this year. Shouldn't really be back before week 12. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Until cleared by many doctors.
Yeah, they said minimum week 8.
I would think 12, 15 realistic, just because like I don't know how many tests he has to jump through, but like
and if the Dolphins are not even competitive at that point, set him out rest of the whole year.
And
because
I don't mean to go back to Tua, but like if we're talking about these long-term injuries, like his head's gonna get better in the next 4 to 5 weeks. You know what I mean? But is it gonna get better over the next 20 years? Maybe not. You know what I mean? So it's just I don't know.
Right.
Gotta be careful with these.
Yep. Next up, your boys, your Steelers, 2-0. This was not very fun game.
I hate that.
If you're a Steeler or Broncos fan, because 13-6 is nasty. They didn't even score 20 points total, but in the Russell Wilson Bowl, the Steelers do come out with defense and they win the game to have a 2-0 lead against the rest of the AFC North. I believe the Browns are 1-1. The Ravens and Bengals are both 0-2, so they are the leaders as of right now for the division.
They are. And I want to say this was a lucky jump. You know what I mean? They played 2 easy games. They have good leadership in Mike Tomlinson, and they have 2 solid quarterbacks compared to what they had last year. So that's the only reason I made that pick, realistically. But I just want to make sure, like, let it know I'm not a Steelers fan. I don't associate myself with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm a Giants Jets fan. I mean, hey, yeah, you hold on to that, and I could be right. But
you want to use it?
No, not right now. What
are you talking about? The division?
I said that before, but why not? Let's write it down. Let's just write it down to say it.
Because
I said it before. I don't know. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. I said it before to start the season, and then they went 2-0. I'm just saying. But no, I think Baltimore has a chance to come back. I think Cincinnati has a chance to come back. I think even the Browns, as pathetic as they are, have a chance to come back and make this a competitive race. You know what I mean? I think Pittsburgh's had a good 2 easy wins, but what I'm saying is like they're a solid team. And if JJ Watt can stay healthy,
I would have won
they
win the division right now.
They could. Write it down just to write it down. We didn't write it down 2 weeks ago. We gotta write it down right now. Why not? Let's get it.
Yeah. Next up, we have some big games to talk about. Cincy versus KC. Now it looks like Cincy was about to win the game, 4th and 16, I believe. But Patrick Mahomes goes up to receive Rice, but pass interference, of course, happens. The ref calls it. first down for KC, and they go down the field and kick a game-winning field goal. So, what's it more of? The Chiefs always get the calls, or was this actually Cincinnati Bengals' fault for committing a dumbass PI to get the first down for the Chiefs?
You want to go first? Or you want me to go first on this?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Honestly, I've seen this argument before. Patrick Mahomes always gets all the calls, yada yada yada. Like,
he does get a lot of calls, Phil. I don't mean to be like the Jets games.
They said the same thing about Tom Brady, so I mean it's like a goat and goat thing. So understandable. I've seen this before, but at the end of the day, with this specific game, yeah, whoever was a DB for the Bengals, you can't be doing that, especially when 4th and 16. You put yourself in a situation for the refs to actually make the call, and that was clearly pass interference. So you screwed yourselves over in that game, Cincy.
Yeah, I mean I don't like to agree with you a lot, Phil, but you're 100% right on this issue. I mean, maybe I'll go into the aspect of when the Jets played Kansas City. I did see him get a couple of calls that other people might not have gotten, but you were 100% right on this. This was clear pass interference, and this is Cincy's fault. If this happened and KC did that to Cincy, we would be begging for a flag. You know what I mean? It'd be Evan McPherson taking the field goal and them winning. You know what I mean? So it's just, I think it's crazy. To me, it's crazy the people who say this is all scripted. You know what I mean? Like, just because, like, as much as I want to believe that the coordination with hundreds of players, you know what I mean? Like, Patrick Mahomes would, last year he had like a couple moments, you know what I mean? Where he didn't act like himself. You know what I mean? So I just feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like it's planned. I don't feel like the flag came out in illegitimately. That's what I would want to see call if it was against my team. And that was a good call. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, the refs don't always get it right, but I thought that was pretty decent.
Right. Next up, Cincy versus KC. Chicago versus Houston, the number 1 pick in this year's draft versus the number 2 pick in last year's draft. Just to sum it up, Caleb Williams got his ass kicked. 7 sacks, I don't know how many hurries, and 2 interceptions. People were saying, "Oh, that's not gonna be like Justin Fields," but is this just like Carolina? The Bears can't develop a quarterback, or at least help their quarterback develop, because he was fighting for his life with a terrible O-line, like Bryce Young.
No, I think that's a good point. I think this is more like not Carolina, but Indianapolis. Do you remember when Luck was good for a couple years, and they kept getting him injured, and they kept not investing in the offensive line? They finally invested in the offensive line, then he retired. You know what I mean? So, like, maybe, I mean, this is only Caleb Williams' first year, so I think we got to give the Bears a little leeway, but they need to start improving this O-line. That is the number 1 pick next year, the left tackle, no doubt. But
I agree,
don't know.
yeah, because if you're giving up 7 sacks as an offensive line,
that's tough.
Yeah,
I mean, and they had to get Ramadunze. You know what I mean? They could have gotten a tackle at later in this early pick draft, but Rome was right there. He's going to be such a good wide receiver this year. It's no doubt.
Yeah, it feels like the Jamar Chase or Penei Sewell type of debate when the Bengals did it.
But they both worked out, did they not? Did Penei Sewell not work out for the Lions? Did Jamar Chase not work out for the Bengals? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe they should have went O-line.
They might have, but at the same time, like,
because Rome Odunze is not like their number 1 or number 2 receiver, so
he's gonna develop with him though. Do you know what I mean? They're gonna have time together. I give him a year or 2.
Yeah. So, and the last game, Monday Night Football. Oof, what a game! I really don't want
to talk about this game so bad. I do. But all right, let's get to it.
Hey,
I gotta show a question real quick though. First, sorry, before we start, did you feel like the refs did a bad job in this game? Because it's from the people inside and the people online, that's what they're saying. But
refs always do a bad job. So
I mean, I thought it was okay. I didn't think
I thought it was okay too. Yeah.
Yeah. The Eagles lost this game because they lost this game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Basically, just to paint a picture, the Eagles, they're like on the 5-yard line or 6-yard line. It's like third and 4, third and 3. So they want to try to get a first down to run the clock out on the Falcons. But so basically, Jalen Hurts rolls out, sees a former player of John's, throws it to the player.
Barkley.
He drops the ball literally and figuratively, stops the clock, and it forced them to kick a field goal The Eagles are up by 6 with about a minute and 40 left. And with that time, Kirko goes down the field. Kyle Pitts, Darnell Mooney twice, and Drake London shakes Darius Slay out his boots, scores the touchdown, and they're up by 1. And then to close out the game, Jalen Hurts throws interception to who, John?
He throws it to wait. Say that again. He threw an interception?
Yeah, Jalen Hurts.
Oh yeah. He threw an interception to damn it, who's that guy?
One of the best safeties.
Oh yeah. No, not really. Bates. He threw it to Bates. It was all right. I was talking
he
smack
is one
about
of the best
Bates.
safeties in the league.
He was all right. Phil, he had one pick last night. He did one thing last night. I mean, his defense was okay. I'm just saying.
Hey, game winning play.
They almost lost that. They really almost lost that. I don't
That's
mean
true.
to be like that.
But yeah, so the Falcons closed the game out, run out the clock, and hey, they had a 0.7% chance to win the game late, and they pulled it out. That's crazy. I also want some money off of the Falcons live money line and a parlay on FanDuel. So thank you, Falcons.
I'm happy about you. I'm happy about it. Saquon dropping that ball lost me some money. It is what it is.
You were happy and sad that it happened, right?
I don't know. I was just like, it wasn't even on Saquon. It was on the defense. Like, talk about a horrible defense. I don't mean to be like that, but like you literally they'll let them walk down the field. You missed, by the way, Phil. I don't mean to fix what you said because what you said was a perfect deduction, but you missed the Ray McLeod slap. Ray McLeod caught a 15-yard pass and then slapped somebody in the face, and then it went back the other 15 way, and then they still threw the ball down there, and they still won the game. Like, what? Like they had penalties, and they still left time on the clock, and then that throw, like, just throw it back to Saquon and have him drop it again. I thought you were playing.
They should have ran it 3 times, to be honest.
I thought, no, I understand the call, the first one. You know what I mean, with them rolling out to Saquon. That was a great play. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
He was open,
but I mean, he was, yeah. But like at the same time, defense got to stop him. And then on the same time, when you get the ball on offense, like you're playing for a field goal. Jake Elliott is a pretty good kicker. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like they were 15 yards away from a 60-something yard kick. Like I don't mean to be like that, but like it wasn't like he was throwing the ball like heaving it. Like he had no time left. You know what I mean? So just Jalen Hurts has to play better. All right.
Yeah, and yeah, it was.
I don't know. I'm annoyed.
Giants fans were delighted that he dropped that ball.
I mean, yeah, I am delighted he dropped the ball, but I love.
But Saquon. My bet, no.
Well, no, not even that. But like
I would be
the dude says everything right when it comes to the media. You know what I mean? Like as much as I dislike Saquon, like you can't hate that guy. He's a great guy. He
did have over 100 yards in that game too. So.
But he took full responsibility for himself. You know what I mean? Yep, he said my fault. So I don't know. I miss him still. I do. I miss him. It's sad.
So, we're gonna get into the week 2 pick'ems. So I'm gonna start the video real quick. So 3, 2, 1. Yo, welcome back to Baller Central. We are live on our pod, which we do every Tuesday, like around 7:30, depending on the time. We're gonna do our week 2 pick'ems. If you're new here, make sure you like and comment down below.
Week 3.
Oh, week 3 pick'ems. Sorry, week 3 pick'ems. If you're new here, make sure you like and comment down below. Subscribe, put a notification so you know when we go live or upload videos like this. Me and Martin Boy John are going to go through the whole NFL slate and pick who wins, and let's see how it goes. So, first one, the rivalry match. Myself, New England, John, New York Jets. They're at Jersey.
Oh my God, you love saying that. You love saying that.
Who's winning the first game to kick off the week 3?
Phil, you're up. First pick goes to you.
I'm going New York Jets.
Really? Okay, I'm gonna go Jets too. Let's get it.
Yeah, I think the New England defense will give them a hard time, but I think if you're matching up each offense, I'd rather have the Jets offense than the New England offense, and that's going to be the difference. The Jets offense. So I think they grab the win here.
I hear that.
Next up, Denver at Tampa Bay. This one's easy. Give me Tampa.
Ooh, sorry. My list is different than yours. Denver, Tampa Bay. Got you. You're going Denver here, or are you going Tampa Bay?
Tampa Bay.
I'm going to go Tampa Bay here too. They're at home. Denver kind of stinks. I mean, Bo Nix might get his first touchdown here, Phil. Bo Nix might get his first touchdown.
Question.
I'm excited for it.
Before we continue, who's going to get a passing touchdown first out of the rookies? Bo, Jaden, or Caleb?
I don't know. It annoys me that nobody has one yet. It's week 3, and
it's gonna be Drake
these rookies are. I mean, it should be. It probably is gonna be Drake May. It's probably. Don't say that, Phil.
Okay.
Don't say it. I don't want to see Drake May on Thursday. All right.
Okay. But hey, so next up, Houston at Minnesota. Give me Houston.
Okay, I like Houston as well. And this,
Gotcha. Next up, this is the game that we're hoping for. Chargers at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, do your thing. Give the Chargers their first L.
yeah, Pittsburgh all day.
We need it, so thank you.
We need it. We need it desperately. So
Yep.
yeah.
Next up, Philly at New Orleans. Listen, I messed up last week going against the Saints. I think they have a dynamic offense.
I'm really
and
not
no
trying to pick
AJ
with
Brown. No AJ Brown for a couple weeks as well. Give me the Saints.
I'm really not trying to pick with you. I want to pick the Eagles, but I will pick the Saints because I'm not.
Yeah,
they scored 93 points. I can't not pick with them.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
On that defense, it's definitely possible again.
I think the Eagles are going to play good defense. I think this is going to be a good game. The Eagles might win out personally, but I'm going to pick the Saints. I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
Next up, Green Bay at Tennessee. Malik Willis revenge game.
Hell yeah.
I'm going with Green Bay.
I'm going with Titans. I'm going with Will Levis.
Ooh, first split. Okay.
First win.
He needs it after the first 2 weeks.
He needs it. He needs it badly.
Next up, your boys, the Giants versus at Cleveland.
I'm
going Cleveland.
going Cleveland as well.
Nice. Okay.
Let's move along.
Next up, Chicago.
Giants.
Chicago at Indy. AR, Anthony Richardson versus Caleb Williams. Oof, I don't know which Anthony Richardson we're going to get this week. Good or bad?
Honestly, bad. I like Chicago's defense. I'll go Chicago.
I'm going Chicago as well. I like their defense. Next up, Miami at Seattle. Skylar Tompkins versus Geno Smith. A game that everyone definitely wants to watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Skylar Thompson is such a question mark. Give me Miami based on talent because I don't know if Kenneth Walker's going to play for Seattle. Give me Miami.
If Kenneth Walker doesn't play, give me Miami. But realistically, I'm going to take Seattle.
If Kenneth Walker plays?
No, I'll take Seattle because of Geno. I'll take Seattle. I'll take Seattle.
Yeah, they do have the better quarterback. So
it's just, I see your point so much. I just with like Miami's just they are better talent wise, both offense and defensively.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, Carolina at Las Vegas. Andy Dalton will be making his debut as the Panther starter this year. But give me Las Vegas. I think Max Crosby has a field day on that O-line.
Yeah, I'll take Las Vegas as well. The Giants and the Panthers are the two teams I will not pick. I'm sorry. I refuse to pick for you. Your GMs are atrocious. All right. They shouldn't have jobs. You still employ them. I don't mean to be like that, but I will not pick your teams. Sorry about it.
Next up, probably game of the week for a lot of people. Baltimore at Dallas. I mean, would Dallas lose at home 2 weeks in a row? But Baltimore needs to win badly because they start 0-3. If they start 0-3,
it's hard.
I'm going to go Baltimore. I think they bounce back.
I'm going Baltimore as well too.
Yeah, Dallas is going to lose 2 games in a row at Jerry World.
Phil, I hate picking with you, but you're making so much sense right now.
Thank you. San Fran at the Rams. Honestly, the Rams might as well put the G Leaguers in for this game. It's gonna be San Fran blowout.
Even with Matthew Stafford and Williams,
it's gonna be just only those two playing catch back and forth. So yeah, San Fran. I don't know. But no Debo, no CMC, and no Persal. I still like Brock Purdy. Ayuk.
How do the 49ers offensive line look? Is what's his face healthy? Is Williams healthy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, I think Jordan Mason has been doing great as a substitute. So give me San Fran still.
Okay. I'll take San Fran as well. I feel like the Rams have an itch in this game, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, San Fran always sweeps the Rams in the regular season anyways. So
yeah.
Next up, Detroit at Arizona. Give me the Lions.
Give me Arizona.
Ooh.
Lions get another loss.
Yep. Let's see if the Cardinals can, actually get Marvin Harrison Jr. the ball past the first quarter or second quarter.
Probably not, but I mean,
yeah.
Kyler Murray is a Texas quarterback. You know what I mean? I'm excited to see what he does with this offense.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of Marvin Harrison Jr.'s catches were in the first quarter, and then we didn't see him ever since. So, next up, KC at ATL. Kenny had the Falcons, so. KC's 2-0 right now.
Do they win 2 weeks in a row with the Falcons?
Atlanta has a good defense to hold up.
The
Pacheco is not playing as well. He's out with an injury.
I picked the Eagles to go to the Super Bowl, so I mean that was a really good win by Atlanta. Like when I tell you, like I watched Kirk Cousins, like he should have done that whole game. Why are they running the ball in Atlanta? I don't mean to be. I mean they can if they want with BJ.
Can run,
yeah, he can whenever he wants. But like really, they were carving Philly up. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I might go Atlanta too.
I'm going to Atlanta.
Oh, okay, Atlanta. All right, let's get it.
Both Atlanta.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Next up, Jacksonville at Buffalo. I'm losing confidence in Trevor Lawrence each and every week. So Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo. This is going to be a week that Trevor Lawrence proves the test, though. He's gonna. This if he wins, this is going to be a week we talk about him. I don't know.
In the last game, we have 2 Monday Night Footballs games this week: Buffalo and Jacksonville, and Washington at Cincinnati. Cincinnati should win this. Since it's against Washington, but I got Cincinnati. They should win this. They cannot go.
The Bengals are 0-2, right?
Yep, they're in desperation mode, just like the Ravens. So give me Cincy.
Yeah, give me Cincy. It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
did we disagree on anything this week? Stop.
We disagreed on, I believe, Arizona, Detroit.
Okay.
I think Miami and Seattle.
You took the Jets. Oh, Miami, Seattle. Okay.
I think those are the only 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm just saying. I think I went 2. I went last week. We agreed on basically everything but 2, and I won those 2. So I'm slowly but surely inching up. I'm just saying.
Even though we're not keeping track.
Slowly but sure. No, we're keeping track, Phil. After week 3, we'll release. They'll be like, all right, this is first, second, or third. Is Elijah keeping track or no?
I have no clue. But
we're keeping track of ours, though, are we not? Right?
Oh,
E-loading. I'm here for the pick'ems. All right, bet. I get you e-loading.
So
let us know where you at with that. Just send them in. We need to make another document on Google, whatever, or just to keep track of it. Keep track of it.
Hold on, because I have to edit this out probably. Because we just finished making the video for.
I know. I know. I'm sorry. What I'm trying to say though is that I watched Elijah's picks last week. I saw Elijah. I saw the TikTok, or it might have been on YouTube. I'm sorry.
TikTok. Yeah. I uploaded them to both. So yeah.
Okay. So, but I was watching them. I was like, ooh, we actually agreed on the ones that me and Phil disagreed on. So me and Elijah are both up 2. You know what I mean? Even though there were some upsets and we lost, but
Okay. So I'm probably gonna edit this combo out. And I'll put Elijah's picks on here. Wait, Elijah, are you physically joining, or are you just gonna write them in the chat?
He's gonna have them by Thursday.
No, he's here for pick'ems. Not like I don't know if he's here for pick'ems, like to join, or
I thought he just meant in general. But
hold on, let me know, Elijah.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, but hey,
because we love for you come put on pick'ems real quick. I love to see it. Let's get it.
Yeah, because I need to know for video sakes. Because we're 6 scenario, I'm gonna take out the combo part and just edit his part in.
And after these 2 weeks, we could possibly also do an episode on Thursday. But I'm going to the next Thursday night football game. Like I'm going to the Jets one. I might be going to the Giants one. I don't know, but still up in the air. But
okay,
I might be going to the Jets one. I don't know.
I should. Just waiting for Elijah's response. We'll be good. I posted the links in the chat.
Yeah. That's why I think he just meant I'm here for the pick'ems, as in like he releases them on Thursday. Like,
oh, you're here.
That's what he meant. Like, yeah. Oh. No. He's keeping track of his stuff. You know what I mean? He's just
I said I'm here like time. Okay.
That's why he means it. That's what I'm assuming. But yeah.
Well, yeah.
He's doing good. I think Elijah is leading, and then it goes Phil, and then it goes me. We're releasing him after every 3 weeks. So
he's actually here. Never mind.
Okay, you're here. Let's get it.
Okay, so
Yo,
what's happening?
Oh, we got the background news.
I wasn't. Hold on. 1 second. I can't hear nothing. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. For some reason, my audio is not working properly.
No, it sounds gorgeous in here. It sounds
gorgeous.
Amen. I love it.
Now we're good now.
Okay, so
all right.
You mind if I read?
I wasn't trying to make another video this week, man. I had to join.
I hear you.
So I'm just gonna give the quick intro, and then you can start. Okay. Oh, this might be rough. Hold on, I'm gonna get back. Are you good? Oh yeah, this might be rough. Ooh, we're having internet connection. Just a heads up.
It's all Gucci.
Oh, Gucci. Worst case scenario, I could just edit this. I'm gonna edit most of this out anyways for the Pick'ems video. Let's see. Okay, stepping out.
All right, I stepped outside. Is that better?
That's perfect.
Okay, yeah, because it was just going back off and on.
I might change my picks now, Phil. Elijah's here. Let's get it.
Terrible.
So let's just redo the Pick'ems.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
yeah, I got a question.
yeah,
Elijah. We have a question. Real quick. Is Baker Mayfield the top 10 quarterback? Phil put that in the chat. I don't know how I feel about it exactly. Want to know your thoughts on it. Baker Mayfield, top 10
He's
quarterback.
playing like it. He's playing like
He
it.
is?
He's playing like
To a
it.
point?
He's playing like it. He's playing like it. And it's hard for me to not sit here and say, hey, I wouldn't take Baker over,
Sure.
Jalen Hurts. I would
Sure.
take Baker over Jared Goff right now, low key. I'd take Baker
Sure.
over Stafford. I'd take Baker. There's a lot of people I'm taking Baker over.
Sure.
Gotcha. So I'll restart the Pick'ems video and we can just go off of there. It'll just be easier to do that. So 3, 2, 1. Yo, welcome back to Ball Central. It's your boys. Phil, John, and Elijah is back for the Pick'ems.
Yes, sir.
We have our week 3 picks to give y'all. If you're new, make sure you like and comment down below, subscribe, and put a notification so you know we upload. And with that being said, let's get it going. First game, we're going to pick New England at New York. Rivalry game at Jersey. Who we got?
We winning this week. There ain't no way that the Patriots beat us this week.
You guys got it.
Ain't no way the
it.
Patriots beat us. Ain't no way.
All right, so we all picking the Jets?
Yep.
All right, bet.
Next up, Denver at Tampa Bay. I got Tampa Bay. This is easy.
There's no way that Denver wins this game.
I know. I had Tampa too. Yeah.
Gotcha. Next up, Houston at Minnesota. I got Houston.
Houston, yeah.
If Jettis is healthy, I definitely got Minnesota.
Really? Okay. You liking what Sam Darnold's doing?
So I like what Sam Darnold's doing this year.
Okay.
I hate to say it, but
Okay.
I do have Minnesota over Houston. If Jettis is healthy. If he's not healthy, I got Houston.
Okay, fair enough.
Gotcha.
Next up, Chargers at Steelers. I got the Steelers.
Steelers.
Same.
Gotcha. Then Philly at New Orleans. Give me them Saints.
Yo, I agree. Give me the Saints. I don't know what's going on with Philly, but the way that New Orleans offense has been acting, I can't divert from them right now.
I'm gonna sound crazy. I'm picking against them. I'm going with Philly to bounce back.
All right.
It's ridiculous. I am probably gonna take the L, but
Gotcha.
let's go.
Next up, Green Bay at Tennessee. Malik Willis, Revenge Bowl. I'm gonna go Green Bay.
And that's why I got Tennessee.
I'm going Tennessee too. Lit. That's
I don't believe in Malik Willis.
Ooh.
But keep in mind, all right, let me also say this. I don't like
Okay.
Anthony Richardson either.
Oh,
So
okay.
even last week, I didn't even want to pick the Colts. But I got the Titans.
That was ugly.
That was
Gotcha.
ugly.
Okay, next up, Giants at Cleveland. Give me Cleveland.
Cleveland. Blowout.
I want to talk about it.
Cleveland?
Yeah, Cleveland.
Blowout.
Gotcha. Next up, speaking of Anthony Richardson, Chicago at Indy.
Please give me Indy.
I'm gonna pick
Again,
Chicago.
I hate Anthony Richardson. I don't like Anthony Richardson, but I don't like Caleb Williams even more.
I hear you. I'm going Chicago though.
I'm going
maybe this-
Chicago.
this might be his week.
I think the Bears give Anthony Richardson some fits because if he threw 3 interceptions versus Green Bay with a better defense in Chicago, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, give me Indy.
Gotcha. Next up, Skylar Tompkins versus Geno Smith, Miami at Seattle.
At Seattle is why I'm going Seattle.
That's right. 12th man. Let's get it. Seattle.
I'm gonna go Miami.
Okay.
I think they got a surprise win out of nowhere. Next up, Andy Dalton and the Panthers versus the Raiders, led by Mr. Minshew.
Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders. Max Crosby field day. Next up, Baltimore at Dallas.
Does Baltimore get their first win?
I believe
They
so.
do.
I'm going
They
Baltimore.
do. I think that's where I'm going.
Dallas loses 2 in a row at home.
Give me
That'd be
give me Dallas.
Okay. All right.
Gotcha.
Nice pick. Good pick against.
Next up, San Fran versus the LAIR Rams.
A lot of injuries. Give me
San Fran got some
San
injuries, too.
Francisco though. Give me San Francisco.
Same, San Fran.
I agree. San Fran.
San Francisco still got Ayuk. They still got Jordan Mason is a stud. They still got Kittle. And they still got what is it? Jawan Jennings his name? Yeah. Give me San Francisco.
I agree. Next up, Detroit at Arizona. I'm going with the
Lions.
Lions.
This is going to be a very funny game, and I'm going with Arizona.
Yeah, that's right.
John
Arizona it is.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Why Elijah on this one? That's what's up. That's what's up. I feel good about my pick now. I was nervous.
Next up, I think this is Sunday night. KC, the Chiefs at Atlanta. Referees pending.
Chiefs.
Give me Falcons.
Patrick Mahomes is not Jalen Hurts.
That's true.
I think something people really need to remember, and like I thought about this earlier when the season started, the Chiefs are always going to have a great defense when they go into the season because they practice against fucking Patrick Mahomes.
That is true.
It's true.
He's have to throw 50 times because no Pacheco. So
listen. Xavier Worthy's going to have a field day this week.
I hope he does. I really hope he does. I'm gonna go Atlanta. I think you're right. I think the Chiefs are gonna win because the defense is better, but I think this is a different year for Kirk Cousins. Hopefully.
I don't think Kirk is gonna have enough this week.
He doesn't show up in primetime games.
He showed up Monday.
He showed up last night.
I know. But he was 0-9 before that. He was literally
This will be a solid game for Atlanta and Kansas City, but Kansas City's going to win probably like 31-24, 31-26, something stupid like that.
I like that as well.
Next up, the two Monday Night Football games. First up, Jacksonville at Buffalo. I got Buffalo because, Trevor Lawrence losing confidence in.
I have Buffalo as well.
Plus, if we could jinx Buffalo, that'd be awesome. Buffalo as well. 3 for Buffalo. Jinx! Go ahead. Next.
Next up, the last game of the week, Washington at Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati cannot go 0-3. They have to avoid at all costs, so I got the Bengals winning.
Cincinnati getting their first win, man.
Same, Cincinnati.
Okay.
Cincinnati getting their first win.
Those are our pick'ems from week 3. Let us know who you guys got winning down below in the comments. Make sure you like and comment on the video, subscribe, put a notification so you know we upload. And with that being said, we'll see you next time.
I don't have to make a pick'em video this week. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Yes, I can. Oh, damn. What am I going to do for Thursday then? Fuck it.
I'll do something else.
Also, hey, is there anything you want to say since you're on here? We went through everything.
I'm about to run back. I got to run back inside.
I hear you.
Okay, so last words.
One thing I will say is Jets.
That's right, baby. Okay. That's right.
That's it.
Yo, we gotta talk Aaron Rodgers. We gotta talk Aaron Rodgers on fantasy.
Nope, thank you. You actually opened the door.
Said no.
Nah, we do gotta talk Aaron Rodgers, but it's not gonna be today, man. I actually gotta go back inside. So
I got that.
But, yo, appreciate you for coming through.
Appreciate you.
No problem. All right.
Bet. Okay, so John, last words before we head out. Shout out to Elijah for coming through. Very, very busy man. Does a lot, has a lot on his plate. So whenever he comes through, always great. So shout out to Elijah.
Yeah, shout out to Elijah. All right, my last words are, Jets play on Thursday. I'm excited for the game, but I just want to talk about Elijah's draft strategy, how he took 3 quarterbacks. He took Aaron Rodgers with his 3rd pick at quarterback, and he took it a pick before me. So I just want to say he's right. Congratulations. You pulled the trigger at the right time. It was a great pick. And yeah, it was those are my last words on some real stuff. I'm excited for the season. I thought our draft was good. I think the first 2 weeks are going okay. And if we could just keep it up in fantasy, you know what I mean? I think Baller Central has a really good shot of winning again. You know what I mean? One of us. You know what I mean? Either me, you, or Elijah.
So me and Elijah are in the fantasy baseball championships.
Congratulations.
Me versus Elijah.
For the championship? Yep. Oh, snap. Isn't that so fun?
In the WNBA championship.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Beating Zach, who went 10-0 undefeated this year. John is our former football champion. Basketball is just about to start up. I don't know. We're doing that again. So, hey, it might be Ball Central year.
A full year Ball Central.
Yeah. So, with that being said, my last words. Hey, thank you, anyone that's been showing love. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for John and Elijah for everything you do. Part of Ball Central. Thank you for consistency, etc., etc., etc. Especially John, with Elijah out. Me and him has been on it consistently.
We've been grinding. Hell yeah, Phil.
Absolutely. Also, thank you to anyone who's been tuning in, leaving comments, share the video, anything to help show support. It's appreciated. And hey, that's the last words. Good luck to John in both matchups, fantasy and NFL. Hopefully, it's a good game both ways. So
Yeah,
I mean,
hopefully.
but also I also hope that Patriots and my team win. So
Yeah, I hope you lose, but it's all right. It's all right.
both
Yeah.
ways. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we're gonna hit y'all with the quick outro featuring one of Elijah's songs. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
My heart all on display, but I'm done with that. Tired of these bonds that pop easier than bubble wrap. In my notes, like a group of sick, you see a bunch of rap. In the studio, I box the beat is just a punching bag. And for the guys, let them know I love them back. For all of y'all endeavors, I wish you good luck on that. Shout out Q for the beat. This one a groove for the streets. You say you down with me, baby. You gotta prove it to me.